Hey YouTube. So I'm going to try some forward-facing unprotected left turns today. It's about 8:45 in the morning. Kind of got a low sun angle. It's kind of a little bit of a pre-rush hour. Not too bad. Have a stoplight a few blocks down the way to create some natural gaps. I hopefully will get some overhead footage from a drone. And with that combined information, we'll see what we get. All right, here we go. This one should be very easy because the red light created an enormous gap. So to start off, I think we're gonna have a roller. Didn't even slow down. So that was exactly what you'd want to do with a roller. Nice job on that one. Okay, here we go for the second one. And looks like we're gonna have a little bit more traffic to deal with. Now, if you notice in the forward-facing camera, we actually have some trees and bushes it has to look through and around. Okay, we definitely have a gray tentacle. It needs to wait. Okay. That was borderline. If it had given it a definite good boost, it might have made that gap. I wasn't comfortable with it, so I disengaged. So we'll call that one a maybe. There was a gap there. As a human, that would have been an aggressive punch it kind of a scenario. So I'll say that in a more confident scenario, I probably would have gone for that. But I'm not comfortable with the acceleration that Beta uses right now to have shot that small of a gap. So I'm going to call that one a maybe. We'll try to get a few more here. I'm hesitant to engage autopilot at this last minute scenario, only because it can kind of do some weird things when you engage it in the middle of a scenario. So I'm just going to engage it now that it's got a nice gap coming and see if it'll go. There, it did. That was a good one. Okay, we'll try some more. All right, here we go again. Definitely got a initial pause scenario here. In a nice waiting position. So far, the waiting positions haven't been bad. Okay, there's a nice gap coming. It's kind of got to look around a tree. It needs to wait on this one car. And right now, it should be rolling. Hey, that was really good. Awesome. But so far, this is an improvement. Let's get some more data. All right, here we go again. It's got the blinker on. Getting in the left lane. Looks like it found itself, well, no, a little bit of a pause there because of that car. And there's a nice gap after it. This car is turning left over here, okay? It can go right now with a nice boost. That was good. If I hadn't chickened out on that first one, we might be 100 out of 100 right now. Let's see how they go. All right, try another one. Looks like we've got a little bit more of a wait here. I don't see a gap yet. Hopefully it waits. It's definitely not turning the steering wheel as much as it used to. It's turned a little bit. I think this is a little bit of a tweak. Oh, my hand was barely under the nice gap and I re-engaged and it saw it. And it went for it, 100 out of 100. That disengagement there, boy, that was not much friction. I didn't even think I was pulling on it, but that must have just been the tension. Okay, there we go. Got a smallish short. It feels like it's pulling to the right a little bit more. It definitely is acting like it sees that car. Looks like this truck ahead found a gap. Okay, it needed to wait on that car there. That's a tough one. There's a much larger gap after that car, which is why I thought it should have waited. Could it have made it in front of it? Perhaps. The answer to that's yes, but it wasn't, in my opinion, the right decision based on the fact there was a much safer and larger gap behind it. So that's a tricky one. You know, if there's a scenario where beyond where the camera can see there's a safer gap, it needs to be able to choose that to be more human-like. But it doesn't mean it wouldn't have made that. I'm sure from the drone view, everyone's going to think it would have been easy. But in my mind, the gap was after that car. All right. Looks like there's a pretty good line of traffic here. It's definitely going to need to wait initially. I'm liking where it's waiting, and it's the steering wheel staying straight. Okay, don't go for that gap. It needs to wait here. I think it realized it. Now there's a small gap here if it starts rolling, and it rolled it. That gave me the confidence it was going to go for it. That rolling is a little bit of a precursor of the behavior, which tells me what it's thinking. I like that behavior. I'm really impressed with how this is going today. I mean, even if on the last few we get here, it doesn't make them, this is definitely improved behavior. Okay, last one, no overhead view. Looks like it's gonna be a roller. Well, might have to wait in one car and then a nice easy roll. See if it keeps rolling. It needs to wait. Okay, it should have waited on that one. All right, well, I think that without the overhead view on that one, it might not have as good a view, but there was definitely an oncoming car there. So I think to wrap up, the forward-facing unprotected lefts did really, really good with this sun angle, this situation, and that traffic. They definitely were not all easy. Definitely some of them were complicated. I don't know that it got lucky a whole lot on that one. I mean, obviously just some of the really big gaps were easy to do. In any case, let me know what you guys think. Leave comments below. Welcome to the new beta testers. Drive safe, everybody.